All right, well, day after the 12 hours of driving to get the fully rebuilt transmission with new Weddle third and fourth gears, the ratios of which I cannot remember off the top of my head. But there it is. And it has been filled with gear oil. My hands now reek of gear oil, which I think is probably one of my least favorite smells on the planet. But I got it jacked up. I'm gonna pull the fuel tank and replace all the shift rod bushings before I stuff this wonderful, fresh transmission in. And it looks like my tank is pretty well full, because why wouldn't it be? Cool! Can't wait. And I'm already bleeding. All right. So this managed to be all of the fuel I lost when I pulled the lines from the tank. Of course, that was until one of the vice grips caught. My entire shoulder. Watch this. It's just covered in diesel fuel now. Hooray! Could be worse. Could be gear oil. I've been there.
Yeah, it's still.
Yeah. Forgot to tell my friend about the hole in the side of the tank when I asked him to put the grommet back in. And I just got splashed with an incredible amount of diesel fuel. So that's cool. Now my entire shop is gonna smell like diesel for I think forever. It won't be that bad. God damn it. This is what I wanted to avoid, but here we are. Alright, I'm onto the slave cylinder. These axles are in my way in a deep way, and they've gotten horrible old grease on me repeatedly. I hate this so much, but these will be next. I messed up. This plate needs to be pivoted back this way. Then the starter needs to go in, and then the plate needs to be pivoted back. So I have to reposition myself on the other side underneath this axle to loosen the starter bolt on that side out enough to hopefully allow for the starter to slide back just enough for me to tilt this bracket back. We're having fun. Oh, it's just, it's only been 8 months since I took this apart. Well, we're gonna do a test drive in a little bit here, but for now I just pulled it out and parked it. It's really hard to get first and second gear. I'm gonna need to adjust, I think, the plate where the shifter is itself, because everything else is perfect. That's the noisy vent. Life hack. Got some Pringles? You don't want to get your fingers all dirty? God damn it. Shake them up. And just like that, you got yourself a, well, it eats like a drink, you have to chew. So, I'm driving to my mother's. It's beautiful, sun setting right now. She lives next to a lake, but anyways, enough about that. I'm driving here, and every time I make a turn I hear brrr, brrr, real loud. And I think, did I forget something on the roof? Because it's fiberglass and it's ribbed. It sounded like it was right above my head, and there's a luggage rack up there, and in there was this old desiccated black walnut and it was rolling across the ribs up there every time I went around the corner. But I went to step down and I missed, and it's quite a ways to the ground. You can't really tell on scale, but I'm 6 foot and it's almost up to my waist. So that was fun. And where am I? Oh yes, under the van. Because, well, this snapped halfway through an intersection. Luckily I had momentum to get through, but don't think it's gonna, I don't know. I gotta take it apart and see if I can do anything about this. Fun. One thing after another. That's okay though. I should have a spare on hand. I might have one in my shop. I got a friend coming to pick me up. Alright, so here's our solution. That'll work for now. That'll probably rip out of here at some point and destroy this cable, but we'll just keep fastening it further back until I run out of cable, I guess. I'll have to try to find a replacement, but finding a throttle cable for a 1.6 diesel fan again is apparently a bit of a challenge. This should be huge. This is the closest thing to air conditioning that I have, and it shuts at like 40 miles an hour without this fantastic 3D printed little bugger here. Oh yes, we'll see how it works. Oh, well, all right. First fill up after all that drama with the fuel tank. Oh, please. So far, so good. Yeah, so we're full. Well, I'm definitely leaking diesel. I could smell it when I pulled up. Irritating. You're dumb. Did you know that?
As dumb as your ass.
Nope. Because I'm louder. Dummy. So I pulled over at a rest stop just to check my phone and kind of take a bit of a break, and then I hear something boiling. So, whoa, that ain't good. Back here, and we got a puddle. Funnily enough, my coolant level is now perfect. But yeah, temp gauge never said it was getting hot. Went ahead and bled the radiator again. A lot of air, but I think I got it, so we'll see. Yeah, I'd say I'm screwed. Okay, so I was hearing drip. Water was coming into the side vent here. My ECU lives down in here, so that's a big problem. I used some combination of magnets to direct the water away from the vent. Seems to be mostly working. Hopefully I didn't get my ECU fried on top of everything else that happened tonight. And if the dripping stopped, I might be able to sleep. Alright, well, broke down yesterday. Had to get a tow. Not sure what's going on. Seems like I'm down a cylinder. I'm hoping it's not a melted piston or something more catastrophic. Doesn't sound like it. It starts up relatively easily still, and idles. It just doesn't sound great. The first time I started it, it smoked way less. And I took a video of that, and a couple people think it could be an injector, which would be a hell of a coincidence given the conditions that it let go at, which were very, very hot coolant, because it boiled over like I've never seen before. And my EGTs were spiking near 1,000 degrees. Who knows how accurate my gauge is? Yeah. So that's pretty much where we're at right now. I am in Coeur d'Alene. It is a little after 6 a.m. I have none of the tools that I need to do most of the troubleshooting that is required of me today, which is basically probably need to pull the injectors and have a look down into the engine. I should do a compression test, but again, I don't have a compression tester. We'll see what happens. Oh, good. Supposed to do this for the foreseeable future. Checked the weather last night. It said rain for the next 3 days, including thunderstorms. So, it's going to be miserable working on this. Oh well. I had to make some modifications to make this work under heavier rainfall, which we've been getting now. So this is now my rusty pair of vice grips, I'm sure. But at least the magnet's got a positive message. I sure am tired though. Alright, so nothing in here but soot. Lots and lots of soot. No greasy oil slick or anything though. So I think that's okay, but I mean, yeah, that's kind of a lot of soot in the tailpipe. But it is what it is. That is not my problem right now. Clearly this was leaking. I'm aware of that. Come on. And yeah, looks like coolant. I don't see any contamination. Yeah, that's like some kind of melted deposit on there, which is not encouraging. All right, so I didn't get video of it because I had to drive, but we just bumper to bumper shoved this into a lot. Got a nice hill here, swoop. Should be able to get it on the trailer. He's gonna hook back up to it now. And this will get me over to the Spokane Valley. He's got tools in his shop, so I'll get the head pulled off and we'll see how fucked I am. Go from there. Really had much better plans for the weekend, but here we are. All right, so getting ready to unload at my van's new home for hopefully not too long, but I'm gonna pull the head off tomorrow and see what I can see. Well, got the head off. Not good. Not good at all. This is destroyed pretty thoroughly. So, cylinder walls are toast. Looks like we failed at the edges of the cylinder here. I reckon got too hot. So not a matter of just putting a new piston in, I'm afraid. I reckon I need another engine or another block. Another block alone, be a whole lot of work getting it together. It's possible. But yeah. This has got to come out now. Oh, yep. God damn it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, engine. It was not my intention to do this to you. Yet here we are. All right, well, so that's where we're at. I'm out of money and pretty much out of options here, so. New dog friends. Extra toasty. No, I think that one was just burnt. And looks like we're making it the rest of the way to Seattle. And it just, you know, not under its own power, but it's fine.
Military excavators are armored on all sides because they're used in situations where the operator may be surrounded by multiple explosive devices.
Hell yeah. It's teamwork. Down she goes. And it's out! Out with the old. And then, you know, gotta transfer a bunch of stuff over to that. And then it'll be in with the new, probably tomorrow. Here's all the shit that came off of both motors currently. The new one that has more miles than the old one. I'm gonna be selling short block and crank for 200. And yeah, she's empty. Engine and trans out. Gonna call it a day, and tomorrow it should be back in the van with any luck. Just gotta piece everything back together. And it's out. Buy a new pilot bearing. I don't think so. Okay, it's been about 2 months. Oh, this feels so weird. I'm more nervous than when I did the engine swap initially. Wow. Decent collection. Well, pulled the old coolant reservoir out, and whew, yeah, she's nasty. I don't know that the new one feels like the cap seals a whole hell of a lot better than this one does, but it's definitely an improvement. So hopefully that takes care of my cooling system. Just reset my scan gauge. In other words, I cleared all the existing oil off my back window so that I can continue to monitor how much is there. Also, look at these fluffy clouds. So pretty out. Getting hot though. I suspect within a couple hours I'll be dealing with 90s again.